Hi, and welcome back to Teacher Gimble's channel. Today I want to talk about cooperative learning. Cooperative learning is when students are paired together in groups and they're helping each other to be responsible for the content you cover in class. Research shows that cooperative learning methods are both incredibly effective when used correctly. In this video, I'm going to talk about how you can use structured team learning to be effective in your classroom and a couple of online tools that you could use. In my next video, which you can find in the link below or in the description below, you will find tools in order to do informal group learning. Let's hop in. There are two types of structured team learning I'm going to talk about today. The first one I want to talk about today requires a teacher giving a lesson at the beginning of the week. So you would give a lesson to students and split them into heterogeneous groups of about 4 students. After you give the lesson, you would provide the students with a chance to practice within those groups. They are incentivized to work together because at the end of the week, you will give all the students a quiz. The groups will take the quiz and they will get a group score based on the average of all the students in the group. Cooperative learning is shown to be successful when there is both an incentive to learn and also the students are working together. So each week, the students who score the highest average, so every student is accountable for the learning, should get certificates, rewards, or recognition for their work. By consistently showing that you approve of the group work and having them work together and accountable for each other's grades, this allows there to be a cooperative environment for students to work together. Let's look at an easy way to do this. Online, I would use Google Jamboard to do this. So when I do cooperative learning, I provide a lesson at the beginning of the week, which I teach to all students. I then place students on Google Jamboards where they can put out their names and work together on a problem set which solves the skills. As you can see, this is a problem set that the students worked on and I provided some feedback. The problems get more difficult and there's a variability of questions that they use to ensure they understand the skills. After that, they are given independent practice in small breakout rooms which they work on together. They have time to study to ensure that all of them are prepared for the end of week quiz, and when they're quizzed at the end of the week, the score they're given back is not their individual scores, but the scores of them as a whole. This way, the group feedback is given during the practice, and then the incentive is for all of them to learn the content to work together. The second type of structured group team learning I want to talk about involves tournaments. And the tool I like to use for that is Blooket. So tournaments involve that each group is learning the same content each week. But instead of having a quiz at the end of the week, you separate students based on skill level. And you can have a way to do this based on an assessment, based on student level, but have a structured way to separate students into tournaments based on school level. The low achieving, the middle achieving, and the high achieving students. The students compete in the tournament against other students of their level and earn points to take back to their team. So their teams are heterogeneous, but they're competing against students of similar levels. All the points are worth the same. So if a low-achieving student wins their tournament against other low-achieving students, he gets she gets just as many points as the high-achieving student competing against other high-achieving students. Blooket is the tool I like to use for this. You can get to Blooket by going to www.blooket.com, and I log in using my Gmail. You can host a variety of Blookets, which I'll show you in a second. And this is not letting me log in. So technical difficulties. Welcome to online teaching. Possibly because I'm already logged in. So let's try this again. Blooket. Let's try it over here. I'm going to go to blooket.com. I'm going to log in. Perfect. Thank you for your patience. Now, for Blooket, if you're working through content that you're doing yourself, I recommend you write your own questions. Now, the tournament only needs a few questions, and they're pretty straightforward to add them in. So you can put in a title for your title, and then create questions. Now, Blooket has a lot of options for the different types of games that you can choose. For tournaments, I recommend you using the Battle Royale. Students will compete against each other, and as they get questions right, they'll get more questions, and if they get questions wrong, they'll get booted out of the tournament. This allows for that fun competition, the reward, and the recognition students need in order to have cooperative learning to be effective. I hope you like this video, subscribe to my channel, and check out my next video on informal learning.